Hello there guys, StriderVM here, and today I will be continuing to show you my playthrough of the current event in Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, and that is the Final Fantasy III event, the Crystal Tower. Now, the last video, I have shown you my playthrough of the event from the beginner to the pro difficulty level, and I did not do a commentary on that video because I think it was unnecessary. However, on this part, since this is the elite and definitely the hardest version of this event, I will be saying some tips and suggestions in order for you be able to finish this difficulty level. Now, as first for basic tips, if you remember the earlier event, the Final Fantasy IV event, the Giant of Babel, as you finish the early difficulty levels, the treasures that you get on the earlier difficulty levels stays open to the higher difficulty levels. So, my tip for that is to remember the treasure chest that you have already opened and then rush through to avoid fighting the random encounters in this event, because, well, on certain floors there are some really nasty random encounters that you can fight in this event, and they are those dragons. Now, besides that, even if you are not fighting the dragons, even the normal random encounters in this event are actually pretty dangerous compared to the Final Fantasy IV event. This is because their spells do hurt a lot, so I really suggest you shouldn't be afraid to heal up your characters and then refilling their MP by using your ethers. This is because, well, this is the ELT difficulty level. There's almost no point in saving up for your items because, well, the ELT difficulty level is basically optional because the reward for this difficulty level is only a Trust Moogle. For beginner players, it's not that important, but for people who are interested in min-maxing their characters, a Trust Moogle is really important. And yes, I am also saying the same thing about elixirs and temps. Well, because, well, if you're not gonna use that elixir, in my opinion, when are you gonna use it? When you stop playing the game? So in my opinion, it's alright to use elixir if you think it will absolutely help you win a boss fight. So anyway, since we needed to conserve MP in this event, since the path to the boss is really long, I actually suggest putting 2 of your item slots to at least, you know, the Turbo Ether, the normal Ether, and perhaps even the Mega Ether if you have them as well. Well, this is because, well, the Turbo Ethers can be bought in shops as long as you're farther along the story. So is the Ether, while the Mega Ethers for now can only be created through recipes. Now, unfortunately, right now we have, well, basically the red dragon has found us. In this event, there are 3 dragons that you can fight in your random encounters. I'm not really sure if it's in a specific place or totally randomized, but anyway, these dragons are almost as hard to kill as a boss. Now, however, since they are normal encounters, you could actually escape from them if you have skills that lets you run away immediately, like Kefka, or perhaps use a smoke bomb that could be either bought in a shop or created in a recipe. If you are not prepared, you could actually just run away from them. But if you are really willing to tackle them, here are the most important facts. The biggest problem is these 3 dragons are very resistant to elemental attacks. So yeah, as far as I can see, the one we're fighting here, the red dragon, has resistance to every element with the exception of water. So in a weird sense, this kind of dissuades you from using a pure mage team in this event because, well, if you are focused on elemental attacks and you fight one of these dragons, you will have a difficult time damaging them. They also hurt pretty hard, and one of the worst things about these dragons is that they kind of don't like specific attacks. As you can see here, the red dragon doesn't like it when we use skills. And yeah, I'm an idiot in this part, so don't copy my movement in this because I'm just verifying it, and every time I do a skill, yeah, he does that really nasty chain of moves. And if your characters don't have a lot of SPR or HP, you are almost definitely gonna get wiped. So are these dragons worth killing? Well, depending on who you ask. These dragons either drop Mega Crysts or Elixirs. So if you think that those things are worth getting, wiped, or perhaps if your party is really that powerful, it's really up to you. But since they are just random encounters, and if you are just targeting that Trust Moogle, I suggest you just run away if you wanna be sure and you're just aiming for that Trust Moogle. Oh yeah, my apologies, my bad. Besides Elixirs and Mega Crysts, these dragons could also drop the 6-star Awakening materials. So yeah, their rewards when you defeat them are half decent, but nothing that important though, so it's really up to you. Okay, killing that dragon had taken way too long because of my bad decisions, but anyway, as we proceed to the dungeon, it is important to note that a lot of enemy fights in this dungeon actually do have the capability to stun your characters, so it is important for you to have an item to heal being stoned. So now we begin our fight with Sande, the ultimate boss fight for this event. And first, the most important idea is that, fortunately, in terms of resistances, he has only partial resistance to lightning, which is 25%, and he is weak at the light element at negative 50%. However, he is still a really dangerous opponent. First, because you cannot, although full break only partially works on him. This is because he is fully immune to power break and magic break, which means you cannot lower the power of his attacks. However, full break is still recommended to use against him because, well, full break also lowers defense and SPR, which means if you use full break, it allows you to kill him faster. So first, on his first turn, he will always use Gouge, which is a buff for him and a minor debuff for your party members. So at least on that first turn, it is assured that he will not attack, so you can set up your buff immediately as well, and you could start attacking if you want as well. However, after that, he will definitely use Meteor. Now, unfortunately, Meteor is a really nasty spell. And since his magic is a lot higher than the Brachiosaurus, if you remember that Far Plane challenge, his Meteor will almost definitely wipe your party unless they have a lot of defense, SPR, or HP. Or perhaps if you avoid it in a bizarre way like use Chain's Jump. Now, after that, he will definitely do some different actions, either a physical attack, Quake, Fire, Dark Power, or Time Stopper. Now, Quake and Fire are a typical spell, so if you have a Barstona or Barfira, it could help. Now for Dark Power, it is a personal buff for him, so if you see him cast that, you should use the spell. Otherwise, if he uses Dark Power and then next turn he uses Meteor, you're almost assured not to survive that. So if you see that, dispel him immediately. Now the last move he has is Time Stopper, and it is also pretty bad because it is a stop to all your whole party. So if you are really unlucky on RNG, yeah, all of your characters will freeze, and he is free to kill all of your party members until you get lucky on RNG and they start to move again. So yeah, in this part, I immediately just decided to kill him rather than use the spell since he is about to die anyway. Also, lastly, when he is about to die, there's a chance that he will use Weaken, its Darkness Awakens. It's his desperation move and very dangerous because it turns all your party's HP to 1. So yeah, I don't suggest leaving him on low HP. If he has 25% or lower, kill him immediately if possible. So anyway guys, with the defeat of Sande, I will be ending this commentary to this video for Final Fantasy Brave Exvius event, the Tower of Crystal. So this is StriderVM. Oh yeah, wait, I forgot something. After you finish this difficulty level, I suggest you restart the event again and choose other difficulty level like the beginner, because if you remember in the beginning of the level, there is this door in the middle that shows some locked treasure chests. They will be unlocked as you finish the bosses of each difficulty level. So once you finish Elite, I suggest you go back to get those treasure chests. So this is StriderVM. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you have liked it, you could press that like button and perhaps even subscribe to my channel. And as always, I hope that I will still see you guys in another video.